Okay, I'm drilling a well by hand with the old-fashioned post hole digger. Got it off of Amazon for about $50, and multiple extension rods, and then it comes with a wooden T-handle. We've got a hole here dug by hand, one bucket at a time. Took probably 2.5 hours one day and about 2.5 hours the second day. We've got it 16, 17 feet deep and got about 50 inches of water in it. We're getting into a runny sand mix now, and it's starting to fall out of the bucket here where it will not stay in, so I'm going to try to gray tape around it to try to create like a bucket where it can screw the sand up inside and maybe hold it so I can get it a few feet further. We'll see what happens. Okay, this is what I've got. I took gray tape and created a bucket to close in the sides so that the runny sand would not fall out. Now we're getting good, clean, water-bearing sand. So I'm going to try to get down, see if I can get at least maybe 6 feet, 7 feet of good standing water in it. And this is a shallow well, so we're just going to be using it for livestock in a pasture with a 12-volt solar pump. We'll keep you updated how it goes. Okay, we've got 18 feet of well dug by hand, and we've got about 55, 56 inches of standing water. And this is a shallow area. We're not real far from a river, about a quarter mile from the river. We went through a lot of our old hard Indiana clay getting there. We tried driven well points, as you can see laying over there, including with a jackhammer. And when they hit that hard Indiana clay, it buckled and bent the pipe, split the pipe. And we only got it drove about 1 foot with the jackhammer, and we hit it at about 10 to 12 feet is where we hit the clay. But this old-fashioned hand auger just screwed it right into the ground in one bucket at a time. Now I've made a homemade well point, a piece of 4-inch well casing with an end cap on it, sawed little slits in it. I think you can see them all the way up and down and around. Wrapped it with 100% nylon window screen to help keep the sand out. Now you can buy these on Amazon or buy them from a local well supply house, but since we're just feeding livestock, this would be more than sufficient for what we need. We used pull ties and then used 100% silicone to go around it to do the seams, to keep the 2 layers from delaminating, and then the pull ties to keep it in place, and then pinched it on the bottom. Now we will put this down in the ground and then compact it with a good clean, like a mason sand, around as high as we can pack it, and then only put topsoil on the top couple feet. That way we don't pack old clay and dirt down around the hole. And then we'll put a submersible pump. If we had power out here, we'd do a 110 or 220 volt one. But in this case, we'll probably do a solar panel with a battery and a 12 volt submersible pump, just enough to keep water for the livestock and keep your tank full. And the next time the video will come on, hopefully I'll have the casing in place and we'll be packing sand around it.